Hello, PNG Ricky here, live before your very eyes, except I'm not, I'm dead, but technically I'm live because I'm on the internet, but except I'm a skeleton on the internet, in which case, I guess I wouldn't be alive, but then... Hello. Good evening to TboniDraws, Slayer, Mimsy, Ryan, anybody else who might be lurking around, anybody who might be showing up to the VOD, hello! I am terribly late and I do apologize. And... okay. Headache, okay. I will make this short and sweet then. You owe me 500 clocks? Easy. Go ask Franky, I'm sure he's got plenty of brand new ones and broken ones from his, excursions through time. Anyway, good evening, good evening, good evening. I have some wonderful news to announce, and I have to be in PNG form to do it because Sherlock doesn't like my Live2D model. But for those who may not know me or see me for the first time, allow me to make a proper introduction. Coming to you live from the 44th floor of Hotel Calaveras, this is the one and only Ricky T. Bones, at your service. Detective Extraordinaire of GPD, and on Sunday... Bum, I will be sitting across the table from another menacing skeleton in the world. This is Skeleben. The Skeleben. And this art is by TboniDraws. Yes, I've talked about Skeleben in the past. And Skeleben is a British skeleton VTuber who usually streams around, what, 1 p.m. CST? So I don't have the opportunity to overlap that much with him. But we organized a little get-together in the form of strapping ourselves into a room with a loaded gun and a very trigger-happy osteomancer. Also, we're each other's worst threat, too, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that we will be streaming a collab, Buckshot Roulette collab, on... I wish I had had the date on screen. I wish I had thought of that. Sunday, the 19th of January, at 2 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. GMT. And, this is, yeah. Yeah, Tony's signature, shading is not there. Chaz is on screen, thank you. Yeah, okay. There we are. Ugly chat yet again. Okay. I had a lot to do today, and, there was a lot going on in the house before I could go live, so, sorry about the delay, everybody. Also, I may have pulled something doing some housework. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Allow me to go fetch Skeleben's YouTube page really quick. And if you'd like to check out the full stream and all the details, everything's just been updated. So all the details and the exact date and time are currently live, as well as Skeleben's socials in the description. And if you don't know who Skeleben is, I'll give you a quick overview, just in case you don't have time to check out his channel. We'll get started shortly. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Oh goodness, YouTube, please work with me. Soycheck's pointing me. That wasn't the intent, but I kind of see it. There's Skeleben. Skeleben is a retro gamer, much like myself, currently working on a 2.0 model. And last thing that poor Skeleben subjected himself to was a chaos crash randomizer. Essentially, from what I gather, the last stream was Skeleben trying to beat all of the games randomly. So they would swap between each entry in the Crash series. At, like, every 2 minutes, I think was? Oh dear, where'd the music go? Oh, it just disappeared. That's fine. Anyway, yes. So Skeleton's a wonderful individual, wonderful tone of voice. Cheeky son of a gun, that Skeleton. And I've been wanting to collab with him for some time, just haven't had the opportunity or organization. So, yeah. Please do check him out. Skeleton is on both YouTube and Twitch, multi-streaming 3 days a week. I could be mistaken. I don't exactly know Skeleton's streaming schedule, but it is early time US time usually. If you're in the Pacific, it's going to be very early for you. If you're Eastern or Central, it's not bad. It's not bad. Definitely worth checking out. Okay. So yeah, that's happening Sunday. Saturday stream will still happen as regularly planned, but this stream in particular is for US time. I only know this off the top of my head. Of course, 8 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. CST, 12 p.m. PST, and 3 p.m. EST. So yeah, I am... both of us seem to be eager to shoot one another. Not in a malicious way, but like, oh, this is gonna be good fun. Yeah. Of course, Tony will be there, and the reason for Tony being there is because Tony has actually done art for both me and Skeleton. Obviously, the model you see before you today, the Live2D, the 1.0 PNG, and then, according to Tony, there's been some concept work done in the behind the scenes, and of course, itsMarichu, which I wish I could show you right now if I had prepared it. But that all being said, fantastic work, Tony. You did amazing in the time you were given. Thank you very much for this wonderful thumbnail. And yeah, if you like retro games much as I like retro games, you definitely enjoy what Skeleton has to offer. Yeah, itsMarichu is real and can hurt you, yes. Yeah. Skeleton is also on Blue Sky, in case you've got that as well. And that's all the shilling I can really give, so yeah. I'm looking forward to that collab. But for now, we need to go to a different British gentleman. And that is Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. I'll go ahead and open the game real quick and douse this BGM. And if anybody needs to go, like Tony, if you feel like your head's about to keel you over, you are more than welcome to take your leave, as you have been shilled sufficiently. Like, seriously, if your headache gets too much to bear, you are totally allowed to leave your son unattended. I promise I won't go shove a fork into the nearest surge protector. I'm fine, don't worry. Okay, there we go. And I just need to fix this up. There we go. God. Roll the dice. Absolutely. Let's see. A fair bit of oddity amidst this even keel investigation. I'll be playing Stardew as always, so most likely not be chatting too much. I'm fine with being BGM. Struggling to keep your eyes. Yeah, take a rain check on tonight's stream. Be my guest. See you on Sunday, I guess. If you don't show up for, what is it? Oh, Dead Rising. No, you're probably not going to try and miss that one. Yeah, go rest, Tony. You've done a lot of hard work in a short amount of time. I salute you. Sleep well. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, back. Okay, cool. Hello, Rupee. Good night, Rupee. Good night, Tony. Rest well, and I hope your headache goes away soon. Probably just a little too much. Maybe the change in pressure. It could be a number of things, but yes. For those who missed or didn't get a chance to see last week's stream, we began Case 2, The Riddle on the Rails. Currently, Sherlock Holmes was supposed to go on vacation, on holiday, and visit a beekeeper friend. However, the train never arrived. Instead, all we heard was a ghostly whistle and the flicker of a light. And saw the flicker of a light. It seemed like the train just disappeared into the morning fog, but upon further investigation, the dynamic duo didn't find any trace of a train whatsoever. No brakes, brake marks, no clean rails, no sign of use at all, which means the train was taken off well before it could get anywhere near us. Upon further investigation, talking with local station masters, we have determined that the train has disappeared somewhere between stops 3. We're gonna say there's 4 stops, and between 1 and 2, the train seems to have disappeared. Now, one station master was green, one station master was drunk as hell, and one station master was an old codger, but a reliable sort. And in the Greenhorn station, we got the chance to meet Mr. Robinson, who apparently was selling a interesting invention. Something that could solve electrical problems, you know. Make the world of tomorrow a possibility. Generate electricity for every home, or something like that. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, fun. My num key actually does stuff. Gotcha. Hear me out. Okay. Yeah, we ruled out the possibility of the train being disassembled and the possibility of us being the train. Yeah, that's true. And here's where things get interesting. The train that we saw was in fact a facade. It was a push carriage, a lever carriage meant to look like a train. And apparently the drunken station master was gleefully sauced up by certain foreigners. I'm not sure exactly of what kind. I don't remember exactly. I think it may have been Irish? Hard to say. I don't remember exactly. I do know it was like a foreign yet part of a foreign power close to the Isle of Britain. So they may have derailed it. On the other hand, we also found a switch, which led us to an old abandoned mine shaft that had been recently collapsed. So the train carriage may be locked inside. And that said train carriage was carrying both the invention and some Chilean VIPs, which may be engaged in an ongoing war with a Mexican super company. Many actors, outside actors in this one, and many interesting threads that have no seeming end. We're not sure exactly what we're looking at here, but best guess is a little bit of turf war going on in Great Britain. Thomas decided... Here's another possibility. Thomas decided he hates his job and went to vacation in the Bahamas. I don't know how to do a Ringo impression. But yes, tons of trains, tons of panes, and tons of threads that have no leads. So, we are going to step back into it, having found the station switch, spoken to many station masters, and after almost encountering an interesting Mexican individual who stepped out of the station we visited last quickly, leaving only his cigar to give us his nationality. Got a good laugh out of me. Bravo for that impression. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I try my best, and I grew up with the Beatles and Thomas the Tank Engine, so there. Alright. Was there anything I forgot? Or was mostly everybody remember where we left off? I feel like there's no details. Hello, Prickly Pancake. You just missed a synopsis, unfortunately. I think I covered all the right bases. So if anything pertinent comes up that's a callback, I'll try to explain it as it comes up. Alright. And yes, for anybody curious, the skeleton in the thumbnail is me. However, this game hates Live2D models, so I'm forced to be a PNG for today. I think I got it, but just to be sure, tell me the whole thing over again because I wasn't listening. Alright, just a quick recap. We were supposed to go on vacation. Train disappeared into the fog before it could reach us. We discovered that the train went missing. And not missing as in derailed, missing as in diverted. There was a diversion created with a pushcart. That's suspicious number 1. Suspicious number 2, that station master was hosed with alcohol. And some friendly foreigners gave it to him. In addition, foreigners were on the train. Train was carrying VIPs and special cargo, and that's both gone. Now we're trying to figure out what Chileans, Mexicans, an Aussie inventor, and possible Irish rebels are doing in Great Britain concerning this missing train. Let's begin. Oh god, don't crash. Thank god. Whew. Okay, I think that's a good wrap. That's a good recap. You didn't expect me to do it, did you? Alright. When last we left off, we were investigating this odd station. Let's see, which station is this? I think, yes, we're at Doncaster. Okay, so this is the first station, if I recall correctly. We just discovered that this station master is not only a horse enthusiast, but also possibly a horse racer. In short, train gone, drunk guy, possibly born in a Dublin street where the loud drums did beat. The way he was putting it away, you probably swore he was from there. Okay. We use that to connect with Mycroft. I do actually want to double check that, because I did forget. Chesterfield Station. Nope. Evesham. Oh dear. Okay. Telegram. There we are. So this was the information Mycroft had for us. Mycroft initiated part of this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the VODs. No worries, no worries. Apologies for anybody jumping in this mystery halfway. So, here's what we know about the foreign actors at the moment. There are two companies, Mycroft says, the Chilean Barcazas and the Mexican Caracal. Both wanted to purchase the W.E. coal mines, the destroyed mine we saw that the train carriage may have been diverted into. The Mexican Caracal Consortium had established an initial deal and prepared all the papers. However, the Chilean Barcazas group, aided by their influential connections, managed to snatch the concluding deal for the mines. So, this Mexican gentleman we may have run into might be a sore loser. Well, sore loser as in he got hornswoggled at the very last second. So, that's all we can gather from this so far. Let's see. Ah, that's how we do that. I haven't watched the VOD, so it's good to know this game keeps what's essentially a backlog. Yes, that has been a sticking point. Like, especially, that is a reason why I have not beaten Final Fantasy games, is because back in the day when I had Final Fantasy for the Super Nintendo, I couldn't stay long enough to beat it. So I continuously forgot where I was. Wants me to see something. Hello?
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
This is interesting. What do we got here? Those
Apparently, there was
Chilean
a conflict
swine
between
think they
the
can
Mexicans
match the future
and the
of our
Chileans.
snatch. Oh, okay. Think they could snatch the future of our company from right under our noses. Probably something like, could never forget where I'm at in an LOZ game. Are you sure about that? Because everybody I see playing Breath of the Wild, the second they come back, they just like, oh god, what was I doing here? Who is this lady? You know, shit. Yeah, there's been a lot of situations like that.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
So these are Mexican
that means
cigars
that the fellow
in
spent
particular.
several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
Take 5, Tony. Go rest up. Listen to something more relaxing than the dulcet tones of Sherlock Holmes, please. What's
this ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Thank you, Sherlock. We needed to know that. Alright. Suspicious man at Doncaster Station was smoking Ricardo Turrent, expensive Mexican cigars of excellent quality. He spent at least the last few days there. Yeah. Maybe we can have a talk with this gentleman if we find him again. Loot goblin, loot goblin, loot goblin. It's not my chest. Not my chest.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
If you say so, Holmes. Maybe that they buried the bottomies at the bottom of the ocean. Hard to say. Wait, what's this? Can we move past here? No, sir. Let's have an eagle eye look at this. Why the flags? Sherlock, you pointed me this way, and now I have no idea what we're doing. A flooded area, he says. He wants me to go this way, and then he says, no, we don't need to go this way. What are you... Maybe there's something on the ground here I'm not seeing. You there. Let's have a chat.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson.
See you, Tony.
We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
What an accent. I'm instantly brought back to Peaky Blinders. Maybe that's where it's supposed to be from. Damn it, what is it? Birmingham? That's it. Alright, let's have a good look at you. Melancholy. Well, he's Welsh? Hard to tell. Hard to say. I don't live in the area, so I can't distinguish any accents from there. Eyebrow. Relatively clean uniform, actually. Missing a button. Okay. Can't afford to replace it or recently missed it? What do we got here? Somebody who used to be. No longer. No watch. No watch. That's really strange for a station master to not be eyeing the time at all times. I even live in the UK and I can't tell because the only time I hear those accents are when people are slurring that they just took a shit ton of melatonin. That's fair, yeah. You get them at the end of their days. Let's talk about this flooded area.
You may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
Well, I was working in Nottingham. But I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Okay. Well, he has a background, so I guess he's a legit station master. What about the passengers?
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
Doncaster. Okay. Wait, what are we asking about a gambling man?
I observe that
he
you
is
are
the
a
gambling
man,
man,
Mr. Duff.
That's right.
You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction.
Sounds like it's from Birmingham talking about racing horses.
I beg your pardon.
Sheesh.
Addiction to what?
My friend, you've got some decent horse racing tickets.
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession,
fair enough, Slayer.
Master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Well, we're trying to build a profile on you, sir, and everything and anything can be used against you in a court of British law. I think.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Okay, that's weird.
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect a quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
What do you mean you didn't
Watson,
see that distinguished-looking
that
Hispanic?
Both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
Never visited a craps table, nonetheless tried gambling. Save for the fishing game and Strive and XR. Yeah, same here. I've never participated except for like family games at Thanksgiving. I think there was a couple of games where I like got to watch, but there was no real money ever involved, just those good old-fashioned red, white, and blue chips. Okay. Well, let's have a look at this flooded area first. Now that Sherlock actually wants me to look here. And he still doesn't. Okay. Well, you know what, Sherlock? You make the best of it. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can find that Mexicano from very well south of the border. That's less gambling and more get 10 random objects, I see. Alright. Nobody home? Nobody home. Okay. Man, I'm so glad this game is actually running smoothly now. But where can we find that Mexican individual? Typically, these sheds have always proven interesting, but not this time, I suppose. I gotta do Drunken Last Horizon edit. Ah, here we go. Hold it!
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really?
Habla
It
español.
seemed that you were waiting
What do you
here
think
for
about
someone.
that?
Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
Oh ho! So this is a Chilean. He might be looking for his buddies that were kidnapped then. Not Mexican, I see. Alright. Or he could be lying about his nationality. You never know. He doesn't sound Mexican, I will say. He's got too heavy of an accent. Alright. Let's have a good look. Wrinkles, so that places him around... Getting a good look at you? Assuming this game isn't utter bullshit, I'd have to say past his 30s. Very smart clothes indeed. A waistcoat, a turn-up collar, and a bow tie, along with some... Ooh! Oh no, wait, that's a notch lapel. Never mind, I was getting excited. I thought he had my own coat. Okay, let's see. As always, forgive the background. Strong build indeed. Machismo. Mucho machismo. Sounds like he's hunting for the guy that killed his father alongside Andre the Giant. My name is Inigo Montoya. Prepare to die. I love that movie. Princess Bride. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's even got Columbo in it. Okay. Well, he's not Columbo, he's just Peter Falk. Martial arts. Oh, I see what he means. Look at that. Well-worn hands, bruised knuckles. This man knows how to quarrel. And there's our expensive cigar. Mexican in nature. Princess Bride is the best movie of all time, and I will take no arguments. Hey, you'll get none from me, that's for sure. ¿Qué? Lo siento, I thought you were Mexicano. Compadre.
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Honestly, I don't think Mexican cigars means you're Mexican. I mean, I could be a cigar enjoyer and get them imported from friggin' Denmark. Does that make me Denmarkian? Or a Dane, I should say? A Dane? No, I don't think so. Oh, but it's not. It's not the Mexican cigars. It's the burn note. No? Come on. Really? We're gonna make this assumption based on his cigar
Chile.
choice?
But
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
I guess it's the weird idea that only
Because of your
Mexicans smoke
cigars.
Mexican cigars.
See, cigarrillos. So what?
those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them
that's
anywhere
fair.
but there.
That's fair. Local
Pero
only.
not
That's
your
fair.
business.
That's actually very fair. If it's a local brand you can only find in a Mexican shop, it's unlikely you would just have them and smoke them daily. If they were like a souvenir, you wouldn't just burn them on the regs. Alright. So, amigo, what's your business here?
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros, Where did you arrive yesterday? They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. You get away this time.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
Buenas tardes, amigo. Aye, 'tis a fair point from Sherlock. I speak like the 1700s on occasion. I have no damn clue why. Hey. Fist bump on that. I do that all the time. And it's mostly because I've read too many fantasy novels. And it's also fun, yeah. Alright, we have more connections to make mentally. So, what have we got so far? The BA Cole and the Chileans. To the Chilean Barcazas company, despite the initial deal with the Mexican Caracal company. We have a connection. The Mexicans held no grudge against the Chileans. Business is business, after all. Unlikely. Instead, the Mexicans are angry. The Mexican Caracal company held a grudge against the Chilean Barcazas group, as the Chileans were favored for purchasing the WAA coal mines, despite the Mexicans' preliminary sales contract. So yes, it was a major dispute and a major snake. And now we have a new theory. The Mexicans organized the Chileans to stay on the train. That is why the controller removed all the passengers except for the Chileans. So now we know. Let's explore this. Yeah. There's some good ideas here. It's quite a fair point. Excuse me, I'll properly narrate this. That's quite a fair point, Ryan. The indulgence of old-fashioned and frankly quite elegant dialect of old tongues is very comedic and marvelous sight to behold. Speak Shakespearean. Yeah, that's an affliction brought on by my father. He raised me on the old Kenneth Branagh Shakespeare films. I attribute my flowery language to that quite a bit. Okay. Let's look through the other clues we have. Special wagon. Rail to the mines are missing. Doncaster Station Master reported by telegraph the arrival and the departure of the vanished train. Quarry near... Wait. No? Of course not. And all ideas have been... Let's see. Special wagon. Nothing of note at the moment. Yeah. Everything else is turning up non sequitur. If I'm using that term right. I'm probably not. Okay. Very well then. What's next on our agenda? Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station. Located, okay. Inspect the beach area around, he says. Okay. And I'll go ahead and step over to the bay. There may be something along it I'm missing here. instead of at the actual mouth. Or, you know, I could just be chasing smoke and mirrors. It's in danger of flooding. That's for sure. And this should trigger... Yep, there it is. Stay at Doncaster. I won't go into why I understand what you're saying there, but unfortunate, my friend. Very unfortunate. I guess it's just about time we should probably just take a look. Okay. Real quick. We don't have to elaborate. We're both poor souls of the net. I will not refute.
Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
You're not British. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There are a ton of British people who don't like tea. There are a bunch of Americans who don't like coffee either. Oh, Watson. Are you caught on the geometry again, Watson? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, nothing of value to report. I doubt there's anything...
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. Alright. I don't believe there's anything else. Ooh, hello. Did I check this area yet? Aha!
This post bag belongs to the station master.
Oh joy, we get to steal letters, everybody. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. There are ways they can trace it back to you, and it's very illegal and very rude to read somebody else's letters. Alright. Duff. Uh-huh. Isn't that a federal crime or something? Yes, it is. And guess what? Sherlock is probably too high to care. Coral Advocate Agency, Main Road, BR6, 9HJ, Bromley, London. And for the record, we are officers of the law in this regard, so technically we're doing this for the good of the kingdom. This is the head of the GPD, everybody. And it's only serving officer. Don't remind me. I am justice. I am the knight. I am Bagman. Hello, Franky. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Saw you're going to be playing Monster Hunter with Twyla. Just looking forward to it. Looking forward to both of you just unceremoniously dying in the same tail swing. Yeah, don't worry. We'll rebuild it next stream. Alright. Edward Duff has this to say. In reply to your last warning letter, I wish to assure you that I shall soon honor all of the latest installments I need to pay, according to my debts. Yours faithfully, Edward Duff. Interesting. What about this other one?
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
Ah, so this is the station master. My darling, I ask you to trust me this one time. I shall soon have more than enough money to repay the house mortgage. It's only a matter of days. You may continue living in your house without me, since that is your wish. Please know that I still care about you, and hope that you will forgive me one day, despite all the harm I have caused in recent years. Yours, Edward. I think you and I need to have a small chat. Oh no, I understand why he didn't see the Mexican now. This man may or may not be loaded. And not in a alcoholic way. The train passed through Doncaster Station. The station master reported it. No. The train never passed through Doncaster Station. The station master lied and sent a false report. Perhaps he was bribed with the money he desperately needed. And now... what does that give us? No leads on that. So I'm going to stay with the idea. He didn't see the... he didn't see the Mexican because he rolled a nat 20 on a deception check. Or stealth check. Fools! You have no perception! Alright. Mines would have collapsed to hide the train. Let's go with that. And never went through Doncaster, and we're going to have a nice talk with our beleaguered friend. Mr. Edward Duff, a word if you please.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Well, if you say so. Okay, good day, citizen. Right, so we know he's bribed. The other station master was drunk. One's a greenhorn, so he's basically useless. And I think that's all we have to see here. So now it's backtracking time. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station located between Chesterfield and Evesham, which would be Doncaster. Side railway branch, I see. Loaded as in money. Edward, you should see if he has a brother named Al. Side branch, you say? So wait. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station located between Chesterfield and Evesham. That's where we are, isn't it? Hey-o, Sky! A little more cardboard than usual, but good to see you. Hope you're having a nice evening. We're just getting started we're just getting our teeth sunk into this mystery yet again. And things are looking interesting so far. Yeah, it's purely because this game was released in 2017 and apparently my computer can't handle it. Alright, I think we've seen all we can here. The warehouse has been investigated. The waiting hall has been investigated. We've combed every inch of this place. So I think it's safe to say we need to do some backtracking. Alright. Slayer, this is Sky. Sky Accents is another VTuber that Glitch Phantom introduced me to. A punk VTuber who very much enjoys streaming long RPGs with multiple parts and just getting through stories like it's no tomorrow. I believe her... yeah. That's Slayer, one of my regulars, aka Character Select, aka a random Guilty Gear Strive character every once in a while. But now, currently enjoying life as Slayer. Alright. Starting with... let's see. we'll go ahead and take a look at the sidewheel rebranch at Evesham. Oh, you love the cold? I don't. It's actually set to go... Bit of a IRL factoid, but it's set to go freezing next week. Below freezing next week, and I'm not looking forward to it. Alright. Let's have a walk through here. This is where we began our journey. Eighth game of a 12-game series. Yeah, I don't know. I could never do that, Sky. You have a bit more endurance in you than I do.
The entire train has disappeared.
6 degrees
It's
Fahrenheit.
a disaster.
Oh, wonderful. Stay warm, man. Stay warm. Okay. What do they mean by side branch? Is this gonna be a new term I have to look? They're very hard, long, hard JRPGs. Damn. Okay. Okay. I may have to look up a new term because I actually don't know what a side branch is. Examine the side railway branch at Evesham. Inspect the beach area around the lake. What? Well, this I can do. It's easy enough. Playing ukulele, enjoying some stream time. Nice. Good luck. I don't know much about the
Here we are
ook,
at the
but...
beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster Station.
I see.
It doesn't look like a very good place to rest.
Okay.
These traces were made by a carriage. Look. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet.
These are similar to the ones we saw at the collapsed tunnel.
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy.
Yeah, this is like a heavy
These traces
carriage.
are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
Material? Wait, what? Materials? How can you deduce that, Holmes? Well, I guess if it was an iron slab, it wouldn't really be on horse carriage, now would it? Okay, fair enough. Started learning guitar again at 14 years last year and actually stuck with it this time. So I've heard. I do think I remember you saying that. Exciting boat trips. Cost of boat trips, adults, and it's smudged and textured.
An advertisement for lake cruises.
Yes, advertisement. Advertisement. I don't know how the British say it. Advertisement? Sherlock Holmes, that there is an advertisement. You best say it right, otherwise I'm gonna have to smack you up, Jim boy. Oh ho! What the hell do we have here?
An abandoned gypsy caravan.
Gypsies. Interesting. Alright,
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
No, we're in Great Britain. We gotta respect their vocabulary and standards. I'm just playing around. Heavy caravan, probably 6-7 apart. That's your vehicle. That's probably your vehicle, yeah. Plenty of good times were had here.
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
Wait. Okay, can we get a bottle of water then? Maybe I certainly can hear you, York. Cheerio then. That's... I announced a collab with a British VTuber tonight. I should probably refrain from doing terrible British accents. Which I will tell you right now, they are worse than expected. They are all reproductions of all the shows I've seen. So yeah, I apologize in advance, Skeleban. There may or may not be more coming. Okay, but that's an interesting thing that Sherlock Holmes just said. With how recent this flooding is, this means that the dam was burst. And because we're upstream from that station, why would you want to break a dam? Is the main question. Accents can be worse than my bag accent. Brits pronounce it funny. And the Aussies and Irishmen, example myself, pronounce it like bottle of water. Bottle of water. Best guess there. A fuse left on the sand. Hello. What's this? Uh-oh. I think we just found the iron carriage. Las Zarpas. Getting it so wrong. But hey, I'm not an English teacher. That's an A for effort at least. Let's see. Bottle of water. Water. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Something like that. Broke the dam. He must be flooded with guilt. Okay, Las Zarpas.
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
Las Zarpas. Interesting. Search the archives. Very well. Well, that's interesting. Why would... We're done here at the beach then, okay. The thorns. Yes, and the look through the archives should bring us to that conclusion as well. Double check while my phone buzzed. Just the weather app. Give me a second. Every now and again, my computer chair likes to just deflate on me, and tonight is no exception. Danny boy, the thorns, the thorns! What's that from? Alright, let's have a look through the archives quickly. Search Las Zarpas. Quite a bit. Dawson and Nelligan are bankrupt. Las Zarpas. Just the... What one of these could be... Houston... mining disaster.
My search should be focused upon the name
I'm
Las
sorry.
Zarpas.
Whitechapel Murders, Defensive Naval Act. Caltery. Okay, so I'm looking for keywords here. Dalton Gang. Ooh. Combs Pit. Oh, okay. Ah, we have multiple choices in the archives. Cool. Research. Not chemistry, no. Encyclopedias. Let's see. I wonder. Aha! Las Zarpas. Barge transportation. The Las Zarpas barges... Oh god, my rolled R's are not coming out tonight. Interesting. The Las Zarpas barges are leaders in heavy goods transportation. The Las Zarpas label belongs to Mexican consortium Caracal, who cover shipping and electricity services and mining. Ah. Okay. So the plate being there means something might have sunk.
Here it is.
Barge transportation. I see. Large. It's a barge plate and not a carriage plate. Correct, yeah. Okay, we've got a new clue to work through here. Mexican caracals have barges, which is why the quarry is special. No? Oh-ho! We have a new query here. The Mexicans had recently utilized barges at the lake, probably to transport something very heavy. Say a new invention. Something very heavy, you say? No, still doesn't make sense. We're still missing so many obvious ideas here. Every rose has its thorns. Okay, just looking through these real quick. Yeah. More answers, and none of them to the questions we have already. Alright, next up. Find out what the special wagon was carrying. Examine the side of railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station located between Chesterton and Eastham. Okay. Let's go back and have a talk with our wonderful... Oh dear. Let's go have a talk with our inventor friend. Oh, we're not at the right station, are we? No. We need to go to Bridlington. Bridlington? No. Ah, what is it? Bridgington? I think that's what it said. Bridlington, okay. I wonder if we can have a chat with our Aussie inventor friend. There you are, Mr. Robinson.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Okay, well, you don't seem to be the chatty type.
It's a scandal. An absolute out...
Hello? We've missed something. Oh, that's what a side branch is. I'm an idiot.
Insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Oh ho! Do we have an insurance scam on our hands? Not too bad a gibberish, I have to admit. Insurance organized by Thomas L. Robinson for his prototype called the Autonomous Electricity Generator. This policy partially covers the loss of the prototype, up to 50% of its value. Maximum cover amount, £15,000. Whew. Once 1 year renewable. Okay. Hang on. Don't worry, it's not you they're worried about, Franky. It's this gentleman. Alright, Mr. Robinson, what's this?
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
Yeah.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word.
Hey, he's an entrepreneur.
You keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Alright. If I may, sir, would you mind telling me what's in your bag?
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Hey.
Oh, but
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
Away from
I'll do it
prying
right away,
eyes.
sir. Sorry, sir.
More illegal activity
This
discovered.
Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
Alright, Mr. Robinson, do stay right there. I need to go light my pipe. Yes, totally. Sufficient. Yoink. Alright then. This man's quite bold for someone in pile bunking distance. Thomas L.
This
Robinson.
grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Force him on what now?
Of course.
Oh, not again. Okay. First we align these. Make sure this one is nice and open. I see. What is on this one in particular? Aha, we have our fits right here. Now this other one. So this green one is secure. This may need to be at least a little bit more open. Oh, okay. Then I need to find a better gap for this. Or not. No, this has to be connected. So let me have a quick look elsewhere. There we are. Nobody can stop the lockpicking bone man, especially considering I could whittle down one of my bones into a lockpick easily. Alright, Ryan, hope you're back in time to see us catch the criminal. Assuming I do it tonight. There might have to be a part 3 to this, yikes. No, we started late. I can go a little bit longer. Alright, business papers. Let's have a look-see
Look,
at your
Watson,
personal belongings.
A bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
Okay, then. I won't bore you with reading all of it, but... Hello. Exclusive sales contract.
An exclusive sales contract.
Writing the prototype invention dedicated to appliance supplying. Mm-hmm. Emerson Electric Company. Okay.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Purchasing the device as is. That's always a bad sign. Buyer is obligated to make prepayments in the amount of 10% of the prototype price upon signing the contract. What is the price of the contract? Oh. Oh, no. Mr. Robinson may have been playing the field.
Yet another
Exclusive quote-unquote
contract.
sales contract.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Mm-hmm. Hong Kong, so Hong Kong wants it.
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
Crime's the way I get to you, and I'm still in a dream. You know, Frank, I actually had that stuck in my head. Legitimately, like after the day, like a couple days after the karaoke. And now I can sing it by heart, which is concerning. I don't know why.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Crime is the way I fly to you. It is such a good song. It's very difficult in the beginning, but the rest of it flows like water down a mountain. It's amazing. I'm still in a dream, DMCA. Gonna try and avoid singing more of that. Okay, so this... Aha! This implicates Mr. Robinson as being connected. 10% of the prototype, and there's 4 contracts, which means he's got 40% of its buying price right now. And he's linked in with the Barcazas now.
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
Medicine General Electric Company.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
4
Well, it is very
exclusive
clear
contracts.
that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
So the Barcazas. The Barcazas are the Chileans, remember that. And I think the Mexicans may have intervened to try and get back at them. So now we've got a lot more. The prototype has insurance, which means if it goes missing, he gets £15,000, and he's already got the prepayments from the interested parties. Snake Eater's Peak. Not my favorite Metal Gear, but still pretty good. It's a long one too. Like, it very much desires you to like spend a lot of time figuring out the mechanics, which I kind of dig, not gonna lie. I am somebody who froths at the mouth when I hear spreadsheet gameplay. What was it? I mentioned this before, but somebody described... Okay, this is a more recent one. So, when they announced Path of Exile 2, you know, I've heard of Path of Exile. I've seen the isometric gameplay. I know what it looks like. But then I found out about the skill tree. Or I should say skill constellation. Most people were like, why? A lot of people were like, please, dear God, no. And meanwhile, I was sitting there with the biggest grin on my face. I don't get many chances to show it, but damn it, I am a nerd and I'm proud of it. Peace Walker. Alright, let's talk about Robinson here. The loss of the prototype will bring a lot of easy money to Mr. Robinson, thanks to the insurance and multiple fraudulent exclusive contracts. I see. So what if it was an accident? Let's say it was sabotage. No threads whatsoever. And the Mexicans. That's where we're at right now. But still nothing. Now, the special wagon is very valuable. Now, let's say Mr. Robin is a cheating, lying son of a gun. Maybe. There's also the possibility that the machine is a disaster, and he has a lot of prepayments and a lot of angry customers. Even though he planned this fraud, he lost far more than he could have gained. The insurance will not cover the total cost of the prototype. Interesting idea. Lost the machine is a disaster. Still nothing. We're gonna have to wait until we get a lot more clues, because this web has no meaning to me at the moment. We need to talk... One more thing. Flooded quarry and the rail to the mines are missing. That's our last two ones. Do you really want... What do you have so far, if I may ask? In my head, there is a third actor out there, and we have not heard a single peep about them. But so far, let's see. Chilean stay on the train was just a coincidence. The train conductor overlooked them. Unlikely. Unless they were in the VIP card. Let's say they don't hold a grudge. And let's say that train didn't make it. No, nothing. Yeah, this does not work. The barges. Mexicans had recently utilized barges at the lake, probably to transport something very heavy. So, right now, what I have is that Robinson does have motive, but I don't think he is willing to destroy it all and get a bunch of angry people on his ass. He's a victim. And the Mexicans are striking back against the Barcazas. Chileans were left intentionally. What's this down here? I assume it missed Doncaster because he had his palms greased. We don't have any hard suspects right now. Except Franky, he's always a hard suspect. Train reached Evesham. Never reached Evesham. It disappeared earlier and was faked by somebody using a handcar and spare parts. As for the tunnel, it's unlikely it's very unlikely that the train is in the tunnel anymore. It's used to transport something heavy. No, yeah, it has to have been concealed in there. And that means it couldn't have passed Chesterfield. So now we're missing one piece, and we might have to go back to the mines to figure it out. Okay. We're still missing a bunch of key pieces to this puzzle. Examine the side of railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station, located between Chesterfield and Evesham. So, let's go to Evesham real quick. Have a gander around there very quickly. You missed some good stuff, by the way, Slayer. I did get into a SNK kick a while back. I got to play SNK 2000 Unlimited match with Franky. That was a good time. I do want to play that game again. I think I need a dedicated stream to where I actually just piece together my own team. Or I need to do it offline. I can't decide which. Good choice of game, I agree. I also got 98. What is it? 98 Ultimate Match, but I haven't played it as much because it's very, very similar to both. Both are very similar, but work very differently. At least in terms of options. Alright. We're going to have a walk through the station now. And see what we can see. If we see an eye icon, that means we need to take a closer gander. I still need to find my team, but I'm indecisive and none of them are Faust. Yeah, nobody will ever be Faust. Except, what was that one character from... what is it? Skullgirls? That rubber hose lass that tosses everything? That was a good character. That's a very Faust-like character. Guilty Gear is actually a 7-button layout, not a 5. The
entire train has disappeared.
True.
It's a disaster.
Okay. Her story was so dark. Yeah. Nothing of note. Nothing at all of note. Interesting. Well, I suppose now we could look at... Not Peacock, no. Was it? Wasn't it like something like Rosie? I forget. But it's the one who has like JJ JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay, it is Peacock, yeah. With the new real noodle robot arms. Yes, exactly that one. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to take a look around the rail then. Because the office itself is not pertinent in any way. Wait. There were those... Let me have one quick look at these. Telegraph. All of this is already taken care of, so... I'll go look at this area again. Maybe it can provide some new clues. Hard to say. Empty bottle. Nothing of note.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
Nothing to note. It wants me to look through Evesham, but I can't explain why. Valentine Beowulf. Very nice. There's nothing to see here. As far as I know. Yep. Gonna kick me back here. Alright, one more look through here.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to see here as far as I can tell. Those gentlemen I doubt I could talk to. I think they're just layabouts, but you never know. They might just be NPCs. Fairly certain we can't talk to them. Yep. Stream with Skeleton is happening here on YouTube. It's going to be at 8 p.m. GMT, if I recall correctly. 2 p.m. CST. And the stream reservation is up right now on the channel, so you can hit that notify me button in case you forget. Or you can double check the details for yourself because the time and date is localized. Alright. So. Side railway branch at Evesham, I have. Side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station located between Chesterfield and Evesham. Let me double check the railway switch. And in case you want to check out Skeleton, all the socials are in the description of that stream in particular. "19th is a Sunday. Okay. Yeah, the mines do not have anything for us. I'm off either way. Excellent. Well, I hope you'll enjoy seeing two skeletons kill each other, and an osteomancer. Tony will be there as well. Okay. Side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station. Side railway branch. What? Okay. I'm gonna play dumb here. I'm going to ask Google, what is a side railway branch? Who done it? We don't know just yet, but we're getting to the bottom of it. I'm fairly certain it's the building. This Sunday, two skeletons enter and a human enter. Oh my god, there's an actual article on this. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry. Inspect the breach. Oh. Okay. Where is the mines? Chesterfield. I think I'm doing this right. I am probably not doing this right. But let's see. Nope, I'm not doing this right. Yep, that's not the case. To the mines, maybe. Alright. Is your boy gonna have to pull out a guide? I have no idea. Okay. Actually, let me go back to Evesham real quick, because that just may be what we have to do. Okay, Evesham. Whoops, sorry. Where are we supposed to be looking, game? Where are we supposed to be looking? What do you want with me, game? Hello. No, that's not. Okay, yep, it's officially what am I supposed to be doing with my life right now. Alright, let's have a look. Cross the fence square, open the wooden gate, reach the dismantled warehouse. Oh, for God's sake. Are you telling me there was a door I should have been looking at? Please tell me. No, it's definitely not this. Nothing of note in here. Nope, no siree. Oh boy. Peanuts and like chocolate is not my thing. If it's peanut butter, I'm down. Full peanuts, nope. That's valid. Not everybody likes the salty, bitter chocolate taste. Where is this? Examine the side railway branch at Evesham. Dismantled warehouse. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Maybe? Possibly? Not at all. Oh, dearie me. I have done things out of order, of course. And I'm not sure if I'm doing anything right at all anymore. Oh dear. I am lost. I am considerably lost, actually. Oh me, oh my, oh me. Thoroughly and utterly lost. Very chaotic neutral, indeed. God, I've never heard a better explanation of Ben other than chaotic neutral. Yeah, if you've seen Dead Rising before, definitely go watch, because, well, let's just say, I think bloodthirst might be a commonality between skeletons. Can we ask Watson for help? Perhaps.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
Okay. Good game, Sherlock Holmes. Would there perhaps be a hint? A hint system? Alright. Let's see if there is one. F1? Nope. Rails to the mines are missing. Yeah. I mean, that's just Dead Rising in general, but... Alright. Let me see if I can read this out. Okay, I see there's a deduction we're missing here. I don't think we've used it yet. Road into mines. Yeah. Examine the remains of the building on the right. Reach dismantle warehouse. Examine the building. Remains of the building. Okay. Leave the build. Okay. Okay. What else did I expect other than murder? Yeah. It's a good game. Dead Rising's a fantastic game. Yep, okay. I may just be at the wrong spot. Alright. So. Reach ticket office. Enter room with a telegraph inside. Uh-huh. Oh ho. Oh ho. I get it now. Hopefully. Uh-huh. Okay, we're back in business, boys. This is a door. Did anybody notice it without special yellow paint? Nope. Absolutely not. Yes, I also accidentally did that. Okay, in my defense, I did that on accident. Ben does it on purpose. But if I may defend Ben, after you play a little bit of Dead Rising, you suddenly stop caring about survivors. Even though they're worth XP, you just don't give a damn because they're so stupid and their AI is terrible. So, you know, you just have fun with it. Anyway. We were missing this.
Here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
That's a fair question.
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
Hello. There we have it.
Traces. Let's take a closer look.
Another 6 and 7, yeah?
The distance between the tracks is
Another
about
6 and
6
7.
feet,
Also weird that
7
he's not
inches.
using centimeters.
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded
No,
with
I ain't Santa
materials.
Claus, although I wear
The
red.
traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
Interesting. Let's have a quick look through. Anything else worth note? Oh, okay, the game did not like me doing that. What on earth is this? Okay, now we have... More questions.
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
Wait, what? Here's the chord has appeared in my chat. Let me go ahead and properly voice this so everybody else can hear. Your Honor, the Dead Rising AI is garbage. It is only fair that a few heads will have to find their way into a sledgehammer. Actually, he still has leg hair. Wait, what's that? What is that? What? Anyway, I'm apparently guilty of destroying a survivor's head. Well, okay, yes, there's documented evidence. However, the documents are totally forged and not reliable, and, you know what, I'll just serve my time in peace. Okay. Much angrier about Mario. I'm a much more bombastic lawyer. I know. But I don't want to peek the mic, Frankie. You can do that on your own time. Not that you have, actually. Your audio's been okay. If only a little bit quiet. Okay. Alright, back to the guide we go. We're grasping for straws. Oh, okay. That's the piece I was missing. Alright, one more chat with our standard-ish fellow. You can't invest Slayer. Legitimately, like, in-game, the only way he loses is by being unamused with the plaything he calls an opponent. Alright, can we have a talk about that shed along the way?
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station, and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few hundred feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
Give me a moment. I need to step away for a second. Okay, back, sorry.
The entire train has disappeared.
Interesting. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to go to Doncaster. Yeah. It's the fate of any solid rushdown. They're all weak to zoners. If you can't get in close, you're done for. How long do we go for? A little bit longer, only like 10 minutes more. I think we're about to wrap this case up actually, so I may have to go longer.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
But don't worry, we have the addition of a guide to make this smooth, sadly. I wanted to solve this case on my own, but now I'm grasping for straws. Okay. Alright, let me see. He can't defend himself for the life of him, yeah. Alright. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station, located between Chesterfield and Evesham. Side railway branch leads to the quarry. What? Oh, please, not an ad right now. Come on. Brother, I am trying to solve the mystery. You gotta be shitting me. Yes, my... I am trying to look at guides and they smatter me with advertisements. I do apologize. Side railway branch leads to the quarry at the station located... Okay. I see. I'm at the wrong one. Chesterfield is where I want to go. Looks like it's starting to add up. Yes, this is where I want to be. So there's something here I'm missing. These are lightweight. Oh, Holmes, you can't make it up a single inch, huh? Fun. Okay, I know what we're looking for. That's the good news. We're looking for heavy tracks, I think. I could be mistaken. I'm probably mistaken. Let's head back this way. See if I'm correct or incorrect. No, nothing over here. Okay. Once more to the guide. Spare parts, spare parts. Oh dear. Oh boy. There's literally a game FAQ that's like, I can't find it. What? For the time being, you're fine, simply because we're in a bit of a rut. Alright, once more. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station located between Chesterfield and Evesham, which would technically be Doncaster. However, we've examined that head to toe. So, to the guides we'll go. I apologize for this being such a boring time. But I will end this tonight, hopefully, because I want to free up some game slots, and damn it, the only way I'm going to do it... Still fun hanging out with you, that's good. That's good. I'm glad I'm still good company, despite being a bumbling fool. To the beach, real quick. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Alright, we're gonna try it again. Okay. So we've already measured these. We don't need to measure them further, as far as I know. We don't need to be here anymore. We're gonna go back to Doncaster for now. Open our deductions. Ah, damn it. There it is. Now we've got it. We have a new clue that may help. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the railway into the mines. Aha! I didn't notice we got that into our casebook. Alright. The train is sealed under the collapsed mines. And now we have a motive. And now we could possibly put this to rest. The Mexicans, according to this idea, is that they killed the Chileans. It was a carefully planned murder. The Mexican killed the Chileans and sealed the train underneath the collapsed mines to hide their crime. That's our assumptions at the moment. We finally have a working theory. But there's one clue missing. We're going to have a quick check in Doncaster to see if that gentleman is around again. Nope, not the case. So this flooding is not of an issue. So we're going to make another idea here. Robinson's motive. And Robinson is a swindler. This I find highly unlikely. It was all about money. Mr. Robinson is a financial swindler. With the aid of his minions, he sealed the train in his fake machine underneath the collapsed mines to make a fortune from multiple contracts and insurance claims. This I don't believe in the slightest. Chileans were left obviously there. Now, this is the only logical idea here, to me. But then where do the barges fit in? So here's an idea. Chileans were on... Okay. No grudge. Just playing something weird here. Okay, so it definitely missed Chesterfield. This is a new theory. The Chileans made the train vanish in order to steal the prototype from Mr. Robinson. Yes, this is where I want to lead, because I think this is payback. And now, concealment. Chileans stole the prototype. What? Oh, I see. Let's see here. The Chileans stole the prototype. Sealed the train underneath the collapsed mines to hide their crime. That's our third theory. This isn't what I had hoped for. I was hoping to accuse the Carabazas. Because the barges is still out there. Do they have a motive? The Mexicans are angry. And let's say accident. Sabotage. Things are red, so I'm going to try and fix these. Yeah. So this is the only one that isn't pertinent. Probably to transport something very heavy. Okay. So it missed Doncaster. Missed Chesterfield, obviously. Chileans were left intentionally. Robinson's motive. He's a victim. And this leads us to... Okay. So what about if it passed Doncaster? And then there's holes in this story. And it still doesn't make any sense. Okay, so there's only 3 purveying theories, but the barges is still an issue. I don't get... So we may have theories. Okay. But we could also be missing some things here. Right now, the prevailing theory is that the Mexicans sealed in the Chileans. And then made off with the prototype. Oh, gosh darn it. I get it. I get it. No, this is the correct response. So let's break this down really quick. The Mexicans sealed in the Chileans. It was a carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sealed the train underneath the collapsed tunnel. But then why would there be a heavy move? One thing's not adding up, and it's this. We're missing one clue. And I'm not sure where.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
We're missing one. There is one string that isn't attached. And here's my current one that is not listed.
Railway post bags.
My theory, working right now, and this is probably bunk, is that the Mexicans wanted to get back at the Chileans not by killing them, because killing them would be bad for business. Although we are vengeful people, I don't think they would go that far. No, I think they wanted to get back at them by ruining their entrepreneurship. I think they caught wind of the invention that they were trying for, because there are official contracts by multiple agencies. Ergo, it may not have been the greatest secret that the Caracau were investing in a brand new invention. So, maybe the Mexicans wanted to steal it from under their noses. But I see nothing that indicates it. That's the one thing, the barge. Why would they need to use a barge? That's what's puzzling me. Because, yes, there were rails stolen recently. But do you really need materials? I don't know. I think we're missing one more clue. I'm gonna do a quick last check of the guide. If that's not the case, and there's only 3 conclusions, then we're just gonna have to live with ourselves. Let me see what I can do. To move the train. That's also true, yeah. Stolen railway track, rail to quarry. Could be sunk, cannot be sunk. Yeah, we're missing something. So we're here. We're at Doncaster. Okay. And this is where it punches me back. We're going to have a quick look around. There is a switch over there. That might be our key. Yes, yes indeed it is.
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Okay. Well, this is a way.
The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable.
Oh. We're discovering new things. Look at that.
The railway ends here. That is strange.
There's an entire piece missing. And now we have a new piece of the puzzle. The train could have been sunk in the flooded quarry at Doncaster Station. The train cannot be sunk in the flooded quarry because the old railway that leads there is missing some rails. And now we've got a lot more. Okay. Could be sunk. Okay. That doesn't answer anything, though. Well, that's the last objective, yeah. So now we are left to make our own conclusion, then. So we're missing some things here. Final piece of the puzzle. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway to the flooded quarry. Or somebody... This is more likely. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the railway into the mines. That still leads us to the same thing. So instead, let's make some assumptions here. We have a new theory, and this is what I was worried about, the barges. The barges are a string we didn't piece together. So it passed Chesterfield. That's for sure. The railway to the quarry was stolen to temporarily cover the missing section in the old railway to the flooded quarry. So there was 2 places where they were missing. What is this? And this suggests the train has been sunk into the flooded quarry. Interesting. Mexicans drowned to the Chileans. That's 4. What about this? No, it doesn't make any sense. Fair enough. Okay. Let's say then that Mr. Robinson is at fault here. No. Yeah, nothing makes sense here. So now, let's see. That station master is bribed. I'll admit. That's our 4th conclusion. We have discovered every clue possible, so let's go ahead and look at our likely conclusions here. I'm not going to look at the correct one. Okay. We have 4 conclusions. But let me go ahead and piece together everything else. So. This station master is bribed. But why would the Mexicans go so far as to just sink a train in a quarry? This man is bribed, yes, but I don't think he would just watch a train willingly go into the quarry. The dam was broken. The dam was broken. And the beach side was drained. And now this is starting to flood. Okay. So, obviously, the Mexicans are angry. Let's go through these one by one. The train passed through Chesterfield. The barge. The barge is the only thing tying this. And it was used recently. Cover up evidence, that's what I'm thinking, yeah. And then the mine was destroyed as payback. Okay. So let's run with this theory here. Let's go one by one. The station master may have been drunk, but yes, the station master was too drunk to report correctly when the train passed. The railway to the quarry, which is now flooded. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway to the flooded quarry. So, there was no rails to this quarry because it's flooded, and it's been flooded for some time. Flooding further by breaking the dam. I see. Because it was burgled. Temporarily cover the missing section of the railway into the mines. That makes no sense. That means there's no evidence And that would also mean that the invention had been destroyed in the process. The barges were used recently. And that's the only way, I think. That makes no sense. Cannot be sunk. Because it's missing some rails. Could be sunk. Sabotage. Someone want to close them intentionally. It missed Doncaster. The man is bribed. Vanished earlier. Somebody faked by somebody. Robinson is a victim. Okay. So now we've got two central ideas here. Here's our conclusions as we see them. The Mexicans sealed in the Chileans. It was a carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sealed the train underneath the collapsed tunnel. I highly doubt that. That's vengeful, yes, but I'm gonna have a quick look in the mines. And I'm gonna double check those railway lines. Because the rails are gone from the quarry. And the rails are gone here.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
Have been dismantled. Destroyed. Have been dismantled. And then if we go to... And then there's the case of that stolen railway line by Chesterfield. Which do I believe more? Is really the question. Which is the more obvious the vendettas? The barges? Robinson feels like he's not smart enough to orchestrate all this to be a swindle. The Mexican being here. Is he capable of that? There are 4 conclusions here. Alright. I need to make a careful thought about this. Here is all my evidence. Locomotive, coal war, okay, special wagon, and second class car. Gotcha. Mr. Bromsby. So he was taken off. Directors of the Barcazas company remained on the train in Bridley Station, while other passengers were removed. Okay. He was drunk There were used tools. Used tools. Okay, so the rails were moved. Small truck at a base of around 4. Oh! That's our key. That's our key. So 4 feet and 8 inches means that that could not have been carrying the heavy cargo. Maybe the dynamite. Expensive horse racing tickets, so he's in debt. The Mexicans and the Chileans. A burned note. Mm-hmm. The flooded area. Traces of the lake are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck with a base around 6 feet 7 inches. The lake is drained, but there was a barge, supposedly. A large truck. Likely transporting materials. Likely transporting materials. So there's a smaller truck at the mines. There's a larger truck at the beach and at the railway yard. The flooded area. Okay, I think I get it now. I think I get it now. I think I get it now. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Here's now the crazy idea. The beach had a lower height, yes. But zarpas are gigantic. They're about the size of a house. So it easily had the height to reach that bank. What it didn't have was access to the flooded area. Large truck. So maybe the boat? No, that makes no sense. Okay. And then all this insurance policy. He's a swindle, but by the consortium. So they had to have been Mexican controlled. Chileans have to be dead. Why is that Mexican hanging around the spot then? Is it to keep that station master silent? First class postal wagon. That would have to insinuate that this entire train is at the bottom of the lake. Okay. All right. Now let's make the wild one. Chileans were left on accident. We're going to play a weird one here. Railway to the quarry. So, here's the idea. That Mexican there, though. Okay. Robinson. Why don't we play the Robinson angle here? I don't think there's another conclusion waiting for us, but I just want to explore it. Loss of the prototype. So, that means it missed Chesterfield. Maybe. What about the mines? No? And then... no. So there's possibilities here, but something's not lining up. Yeah, no. Okay, these are all threads that aren't connecting. Mm-hmm. So it has been sunk. Alright, we're just gonna pick one of these four because I have no idea and I want to end this. Alright. Carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sealed the train underneath. Let's see here. Collapsed the mines to hide their crime. That doesn't seem right. Because that doesn't factor in the barge. And that doesn't factor in that this Doncaster man is bribed. Robinson is a swindler. Yes. We're all about money. Mr. Robinson is a financial swindler. With the aid of his minions, he sealed the train and fake machine underneath the collapsed mines to make a fortune for multiple contracts and insurance claim. I don't know about that. The Chileans stole the prototype without paying for it. But where is it gone? The Chileans stole the prototype, sealed the train underneath and the collapsed mines to hide their crime. And then fourth, the Mexicans drowned the Chileans. Okay, let me run this through my head because this is the one that only makes the most sense. The train passed Chesterfield despite the drunken station master. The railroad to the quarry needed to be filled. But from where? Simple. From the rail yard. It was burgled and then destroyed. And those 6-7s were at the beach and the railway to the quarry. That train had to be loaded on to something on the river. Or it could have been dumped in. So, we're assuming here that there was a Mexican trap for the Chileans, they were left on intentionally, killed, and then sealed in the mine. The train, on the other hand, was sunk along with Robinson's invention and everything else. Robinson has nothing to do with this, according to this conclusion. This is the one that makes the most sense, because everything else, the Chileans shouldn't be alive. And let's say, actually, now that I think about it, let's say Holmes is wrong. Let's say Holmes is wrong about that man who he claims to be a Mexican. He is in fact from Chile, and he's worried about the invention not reaching him. But then that doesn't explain the note. So he's probably just muscle to make sure that station master doesn't say anything. This is the only conclusion I see that has full proof. So let's explain this real quick. the Caracal and 3 other companies enter into a bidding war for the invention. To ensure that they get it, they ride on the same train as the invention, and they're in the process of talking to Mr. Robinson about it. However, this gives the Mexicans the perfect opportunity to invade the train and take them off of it. In addition, this Mexican foreign power also has enough connections to send a message to Mr. Robinson to get off the train. They only wanted the Chileans. The Chileans were the only people left on the train. And the Mexicans would be the only ones powerful enough to hire an outside power to get that station master drunk and to get that in-debt station master under their thumb. So not only did they drown the Chileans in the same train, they sealed the mines. No. Well, it was used recently. But let's say this is also an opportunity. Miss Chesterfield, Miss Doncaster. And the barges have nothing to do with it except the rails. Wait. Seal the train under the collapsed mines to hide their crime. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I need to make a choice. It's between 1 and 4. Sink the train in a flooded quarry to hide their crime. There now has to be, okay, the barges. Okay. 6, 7. 6, 7. Six, seven, 6, 7. And a 4, 8. Yeah. There's no way. There's no way they could have been transporting the mine. That. Okay. Yeah, no. It has to be they drowned them because that 6, 7 cart never showed up to the mines. Ergo, it could not have been the same cart used to haul the rail lines. So this is the only possible motive. Now, how we go about this. It was a carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sank the train in a flooded quarry to hide their crime. Now, how do we approach this? The Mexicans' inhumanity towards the Chileans has cost many lives. We must act quickly, contact Lestrade, and allow the police to perform their swift and justice. No. No, because here's the thing. The Caracal screwed them over first. It's a game of take and give. Criminal organizations such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. Give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict, even though it might be protracted, and turn to his own advantage. That's, I feel like, the best outcome, because in this essence, they are powerful Mexican companies, and I know for a fact that Mexico is owned by the peso. So it has to be on Mycroft to resolve this, because this was a vendetta. And accusing him outright would be a poor attempt. So let's see if I get this right on the first try. We do have opportunities to go back and fix our mistakes. And even if not, I can just double check the guide and see what was the correct answer. So let's see what happens. Our assumption here is that the Mexicans drowned the Chileans, sent this train to the bottom of the ocean, the final car only, and destroyed the mine that was rightfully theirs. Let's see what happens. And then I'll check the guide to see if I'm correct.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force.
Yeah, that
could result in
high-profile
Mexican
Mexican being arrested would be bad for
Our
business.
other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft.
This seems dissatisfactory.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
Aha.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Excellent.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away. Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking. Can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
Now we're going to prove
It pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
We made the right choice,
goodbye.
boys.
Gentlemen.
Sometime later. A bit blunt, isn't it? To be using a revolver. Ah, that's Watson.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Go! Watson, the gun! Oops. Well, now we'll never get our answer. Whoops!
Holmes, I had to do it.
It is all right, Watson. He got what he deserved.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence.
After I returned from Afghanistan, I vowed never to take another human life.
Watson, you did in fact save a life. You should focus on that.
All right, Dank.
Now come,
take it easy.
There is still much to do.
Well, I was correct. The Mexicans drowned the Chileans. It would have been nice to have the information. However, the information may or may not be splattered on the ground right now. The testimony of the station master will be sufficient enough. What do we think? Should I go back and try to save the guy? Make sure he lives long enough for us to get the information out of him? Hi, Dank. I could replay the ending. Yeah, get the best ending. Gotcha. Bang, bang. Let's get this done the right way, not shoot before we think. All right. Yes, the Mexican drowned the Chileans. It was we would do political game. And the moral choice, by the way, just to remind everybody, is anyone's choice. The solution must be right. However, the moral choice is up to us to decide. Letting Mycroft handle it will be for the best.
Well, the problem we have there is that the authorities seem...
Okay.
Let us go home then.
All right.
Well,
let's...
What? But how do you intend to
start
prove...
from...
Oh, no.
This little bit.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. And may we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away. Wait a minute.
This time,
You've
we
solved
will
the
take out
case.
the revolver, not
In a
the
manner of
Mexican.
speaking, can you believe that the rescue
not the Mexican
service miraculously saved
not
one
the
of
Mexican
the Chileans who
consortium.
were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled
Definitely
through
make
then.
sure Watson
He's
doesn't
alive.
feel bad for killing another
Yes,
soul.
by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
And that will be the end of
Really?
case 2, everybody.
Your
That's the good
station
news.
will be famous, Mr. Duff. The
We'll have to
journalist will be
revisit
here
this
before you
until
know
we
it.
feel like it.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
All right. All right, Dr. Watson, this time we don't miss. We'll make sure that the man lives long enough to give his side of the story. Death comes riding in on a midnight train.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
All right. Right on the gun, too.
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation
All right, it didn't really
will be
have
the
much
best
bearing on
way
the case.
to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
No.
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
It had no bearing on the case. All right, let's finish this up then. It was a carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sank the train to hide their crime. The dam breach was played to their advantage. They used their own barges to keep the train on the run for a few seconds, and then sank it in the flooded quarry. The railway tracks were removed to hide the crime. A criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. The decision was made to give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict. And so we have it. Mycroft will clean it up for us. We have arrested the pertinent individuals, and the station master will give a full confession as to how he played in this grand role, especially considering he was there to watch it go into the drink. All right. Thank you very much. Case 2 is solved. And that will never show up because those servers are dead. And there we have it. Detective Bones, with the aid of a guide this time, sadly, solves yet another case. And it swings us into the next one. Whoops. We need to go ahead and end it here.
Holmes, what happened?
What in the name of...
I feel deathly.
And you look it.
Well, here's a teaser for
Examine
next
you.
stream, I guess. Next
Please
time,
don't
I
tell
should
me
say.
that you've returned to your old habits.
Alright. That will be it for us tonight. Another grand adventure through the world of Sherlock Holmes. I want to appreciate everybody who stuck it out with me tonight. It was a long 3-hour stream, and we end it on a high note. Got a little muddled there, which is just some classic puzzle game problems, but we did it. We found out that it was not a ghost train in the slightest. Right, once again, you nearly got the best ending, though this time it was your itchy trigger finger and lack of hand-eye coordination that cost you. What eye? But yes. What started as a ghost train turned out to be much more complex than previously thought. First, we thought somebody was trying to steal an invention, then it turned out to be a kidnapping, and then it turned out to be a war, a vendetta, spanning across decades. The Caracal loses a board of directors to a angry Mexican consortium. The barge was used to conceal the movement, and now there's an entire train in the drink right in front of Doncaster. That's going to be a fun excavation, but thank you very much for joining me, even though we've had plenty of scuff this evening, this night, this tomorrow in about 1 minute. Thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, this is fun. I'm looking forward to the next case, but that'll be a while from now. We have got some other series we need to take care of. As always, thank you very much. Next stream is going to be Dead Rising on the 16th. And Buckshot, and then Spectre of Torment starts again on Saturday. We finally get back to Shovel Knight, and I get to do more voice acting. Huzzah. I hope the collab continues to will go off without a hitch on Sunday, but crossing my fingers it stays that way. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for sticking around this late. I know it's a work day, so if y'all had to tune out, I understand. And to the VOD watchers out there, I hope you enjoyed the 2-part series. Sorry about the scuff in the first part. I assure you it won't happen again for Case 3 whenever we get onto it. But with all that said, as always, memento vivere, memento mori, and enjoy writing your life story. Take it easy, y'all. Detective closes yet another case. Have a good night. And buenas tardes, or something like that. I don't know. Good night.